I would like to thank today everyone in the Republic of France for this great honor and for what they represent, beginning with President Sarkozy and you, Monsieur Ambassador. Thank you so much for this distinction. Part of our mission here at Degas House is to create moments. And Mr. Ambassador, I have to tell you that this is the most important moment in our history since Degas himself arrived here in October of 1872, 137 years ago. Our story really begins when Michel Musson, back in 1878, proclaimed, "Never will you hear the name Degas in New Orleans again." I have to say that by 1965, until 1965, that held to be true, until New Orleanians were awakened to the fact that Degas had been here through the campaign to bring Estelle home. The historic marker in front of the house was placed around the same period, and after that time, the story became somewhat dormant again. By 1993, with the acquisition and restoration of the house, our story was awakened to become a permanent part of the cultural fabric of the city of New Orleans and the state of Louisiana. In one of Degas' letters from New Orleans, he states, "Louisiana must be respected by all her children, and I am almost one of them." So Degas is a French hero that we share, along with our French, Creole, and Cajun heritage. As the only home of Degas that still exists anywhere, we are proud of the contributions that we have made in restoration and in the research of the significance of New Orleans' stay and the impact it had on his life. Our challenge all along has been to reverse Michel Musson's proclamation and to announce to the world at the highest levels that Degas was here, and in fact accomplished much while in New Orleans, including, in his own words from another letter, better art. The road was not always easy, and at times the road seemed completely impassable. But through the efforts and support of many, both here and abroad, who contributed their time and talent, the success of the Degas House and the Degas Foundation has today been validated. And I thank you, Mr. Ambassador, for that distinction. I have been very blessed in this project by many good people, and I want to thank Jesus Christ for providing me with so many angels who have appeared, sometimes seemingly out of thin air, to assist and encourage. I'd like to thank those who supported the vision, especially in the earliest days of the Degas House project, including Liz Williams, who recommended the establishment of the Degas Foundation, and who continues to support the project today. Also, Dr. Marilyn Brown from the Tulane University Art Department. And there are a number of people to thank, so I will accelerate this slightly, but I want to acknowledge all of these people, so please bear with me. To Richard Hurstius and the many firemen and construction workers who actually did the physical work of restoration. My brother Bobby, who assisted in overseeing the project, thank you. To our filmmakers, David Jones and Steven Tyler, who created a beautiful award-winning documentary that vividly tells our story. To the scholars who appeared so graciously in the documentary, giving our story depth and substance, including and starting with Jim Burns, the true pioneer of the Degas in New Orleans story, who started in 1963. I'd also like to thank John Bullard, Marilyn Brown, Gail Feigenbaum, Mary Lou Kristovich, Christopher Benfey, Dora Miller, George Schmidt, all of the scholars who appeared in our documentary, and of course, the drama and the trauma, Sally Reeves, who I think is here. Your words will continue to educate for decades to come. Thank you to Dr. Michael Sartiski and Walker Lassiter of the Louisiana Endowment of the Humanities, who funded our film and our new walking tour. Also to Rosary O'Neill and the Southern Rep Theater for creating the wonderful stage presentation of the events that actually occurred in this house while Degas was here. Also, thank you to the French-American Chamber, especially to Damien Rednyard, for whom I have learned much that is French. Also, and especially, thank you to the staff of the Degas House and the Foundation and the board, both past and present, and to the volunteers who dedicated themselves to this project and gave and continue to give of themselves tirelessly. Thank you all. This award today is happening in many ways because of you. And inasmuch as you will always be a part of the Degas House history, you are also a part of this distinction. And I cannot thank you enough for believing in me and in the Degas House project. Thank you. But please don't go too far, because the project still needs you. There's still much work to be done. We remain a work in progress. Much support for this project also came directly from the French, as the ambassador said, and I would like to thank Monsieur Laurette, director of the Louvre, who opened the archives of the Musée d'Orsay for my research and gave me advice and counsel on the project. Also, my friend and advisor, Monsieur Jacques Boyan, who encouraged me, and Michel Boyan, formerly with the Minister of Culture's office. These men provided me with encouragement and support, and it is refreshing to work with and accept advice from those who understand the significance of the Degas House and who've given of their time to help steer the project. The open door to the French ministers provide me with support I have found to be rare, and I thank them all. I also want to say thank you to the citizens of France who on a grassroots level contribute to such organizations as the Vieille Maison Française and the French Heritage Society, who have blessed us with their support and their funding. Thank you. There is someone else whom I'd like to thank, a man who grew up in the neighborhood here, just a few blocks away, and at the age of 17, left his home, family, and friends to enlist in the Army, where he assisted in the liberation of France in 1944. And that is my dad, Jim Villarrubia. My dad said to me every day, since I was a young boy, to do my best. The words of the Cub Scout motto, as I remember, do your best. And so I have to say, I've attempted to live my life that way. Also to my mother, Corinne Rita Fournay, who also grew up here on Esplanade, just a few blocks away, and who captured my dad's heart on his return from the European theater in World War II. And they have now been married for 62 years. Their encouragement has helped me get to this moment, and I say thank you for your support and for the many gifts you've handed down to me.